lupus. And there, of course, are some purple flowers and butterflies. Butterflies, which are the symbol of lupus, because those of you who know, I have SLE, and lupus gives you a rash across your nose that's actually shaped like a butterfly. A lot of times that's the indicator that gives doctors the go-ahead to test your blood for the antibodies to know that you actually do have lupus. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that affects both my cognitive skills, which means I have a foggy brain, and it affects my joints, my connective tissues, my muscles, my skin, my sensitivity to light and sound. And for a lot of people, their organs shut down. I'm lucky enough not to have had any problems with my organs. And I am saying this, speaking this piece in what I call my lupus voice. And I'm simply going to title the piece that. So here's a freestyle from your girl, Gena Storm. I hope you enjoy and are informed. In my lupus voice, I believe sometimes when I speak, people don't hear me. It's not because I'm mild or meek. It's because my voice isn't strong. Sometimes it's weak. I wake in the morning and there are times when I have to wait until I get my bearings. My voice isn't powerful enough to be heard immediately. It's like I'm whispering and straining just to speak. I'm also asthmatic. I was diagnosed as well with fibromyalgia, which is also an autoimmune disease. I have myasthenia gravis, which in Latin means great muscle weakness. For those of you who know, I was wheelchair bound and walking with the aid of a cane and a walker previously. I couldn't speak, and I was blinking one time for yes and twice for no. When I was restored the ability to speak again, I promised that I would never stop speaking on the goodness of God and how He gave me back the things that were missing. I felt like I wasn't myself, I wasn't whole. I was trapped in a body like I had lived to be old. I felt like it was breaking down all around me. I'm talking about my skin, my organs, my limbs were all betraying me. I was going back to my infancy, being taken care of by others. They were blending my foods and feeding it to me, combing my hair and brushing most of my teeth. Those that know, between medication and illness, I've lost some of my smile. People say your smile is beautiful, but they don't know all the while I'm smiling strategically because there are a couple of teeth that are missing and it plagues me. But I love me, all of me, to infinity. From my itchy scab-filled scalp to the bottom of my swollen feet. See, I believe that I was built to fight and battle these things, because I'm not just sitting around here wasting time and letting it take over me, giving in to pain and crying and feeling sorry for me. No, I'm speaking life over myself in good health, because previously I've spoken things into my own existence like my 2 previous husbands. People always say that. I wrote poetry and did spoken word that brought me the loves that I've had previously. I don't think that they were mistakes, nor is the fact that I'm chronically ill. I'm a champion and a warrior, and I'll remain one still. I have to hold my head high, even on days when I feel ill. Today I was feverish, achy. I couldn't eat. I had all this pain in my body. It was hard for me to speak. I was having a thought, and due to the fog, it went immediately out of my brain. Walked downstairs to the kitchen to get something to eat or drink, and couldn't remember which. Brought a snack and ice water upstairs because I can't turn that thing off. There's no switch. So I just did with the hand that I was dealt, and every day I have one thing for certain to say. I am the voice of lupus. Not because I want to be, but because I have to be. I was dealt this hand and I'm playing it to the best of my ability. I smile in spite of myself sometimes, and I don't want any pity. You can pray for me if you're a praying person. You believe wholeheartedly, but I need you to understand and appreciate one thing about me. I'm not doing this so anybody can pat me on the back and saying, "You go, girl." That's As a matter of fact, I'm doing this because there are so many people that give up on themselves. They've been diagnosed with something and they think that this means their body's going to let them down, and like me previously, they'll be living in some kind of internal jail. A diagnosis of lupus, fibromyalgia, myasthenia gravis, asthma, anemia. These things are just words. Doctors have practiced medicine. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you appreciate what's being heard? They try. Oh, I know they do. They prescribe. I have pills, and if I took them, I would have side effects too. But what I do is I listen to my body. For every 2 hours of activity, I have 4 hours of rest. I don't eat outside of my home if I can help it. I wash everything carefully, and I cook things to the best of my ability, and I do not put poisons inside of me. I like to guard my gates. I watch what I read, what I intake, not just what I eat or the things that I see, but the things that I use on my skin, because they can be absorbed. I'm talking about pain relievers that are applied topically. I'm careful about all types of things because every time I look around, have some kind of new rash or allergy. I don't change soaps or deodorants without thinking it through, because I only get one body. Taking care of yours is up to you. Need everyone in listening to my voice. Like my cousin Nicole Larkin just said, I am Lupus's voice. You are too. And if you're a champion, a warrior, and your body's fighting you too, don't give up. Dig deep. Roll up your sleeves. You can be a warrior too. I'm Gena Storm. Thank you for indulging me.